Shout out to all my broke people. For the very low cost of a like, a comment, and subscription, you can save the life of a YouTuber. Anyway, we got Rick and Morty, Season 6, Episode 2. Let's get to it. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Okay, they had a grocery store.
Hey, you kids, don't be bad outside my store. I keep a nice store. Give it up, old man. We're just cool, bad kids doing young stuff.
Why they talking like that?
Do more skateboard moves? Which ones? The rad ones, that's which. How are you kids? Did you know your grandpa's trying to get your attention? Yes.
Boy, some of these voices sound familiar, don't they?
Screw off, weirdo. Grandson? What's that mean? He's one of those cult people. They worship some psycho named Roy that says he's everybody's grandpa.
So, one of
what do you
cult
want to do
people.
today? Eat some snacks and maybe let me kiss you finally? You know, with my mouth and stuff? This is going on right now. Let's go check it out. Oh, jeez. Come on, just for fun, you know? No, that's not what I'm... You guys...
She sounds like a boy.
Leader. This isn't a religion. This is actual truth. I'm a scientist in real life, but this isn't real life. This is a video game. You at least understand that much, right? This is a video game. But you said I'm your grandson. I'm saying everyone is everyone here. Everyone in this world but me. You're all my grandson. Your name is Morty. You're stuck in a video game, and I'm here to get you out. What about me? Am I your grandson? I just said...
I knew they all sound the same. Damn, they sound the same.
Everyone is. Wow.
That's Rick.
Okay, but don't react like that. It's not a religion. This is what is happening.
It is a
You
video
and your
game.
sister are at an arcade called Blips and Chits. It's been taken over by terrorists. The power went out. The game restarted, and your identity has been splintered into all the non-player characters. So I jacked in as Roy, that's the player character, to get you, my grandson Morty, out of the game before it's over and you die. Okay, question over here.
Before it's over and you die. Before it's over and you die. Now, originally, when the dude said that, I believed it like they was all part of some type of weird cult. And the guy kept calling everybody their grandson. Which is actually funny because stuff like that would happen in real life. It would happen like that in real life. So when I heard that, I kind of believed it. But the funny thing is, it's actually true. And then they just so happen to be inside of a video game. This stuff like this happens with Rick and Morty all the time.
Yes, every single one of you is 1/5 billionth of Morty. All of you collectively are Morty. Look, I don't
1/5 billionth.
But there's actually a lot more that we have to get done. So if this is how hard it's going to be, we are in a lot of trouble. Summer, what? I can't do this if you keep blowing me. Do you understand time dilation? I'm losing a month a second out here.
There's an alien army shooting people. What am I doing?
It's a small group of alien terrorists.
So for each a second in the real world, it's a month in the video game world.
If you keep blowing me. Do you understand time dilation? I'm losing a month a second out here.
There's an alien army shooting people. What am I doing?
It's a small group of alien terrorists. Just do a Die Hard.
What does that mean?
Do a Die Hard.
Air vents. You've never seen Die Hard?
I'm 17. No, I've never seen Die Hard.
Well, neither did the guy in Die Hard, so you're nailing it. Good luck.
Neither did the guy in Die Hard. He talking about Bruce Willis. That's actually funny. And he just laying there while these aliens in there shooting the whole place up. He gotta save Morty. Morty, that's the partner. That's the partner. And he needs him to exploit him. Butter Morty.
Larry! No, I'm at the end of my rope with this kid. I swear to God. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You beautiful hair. This is not a daughter's haircut. I'm not a daughter. I'm a grandson. Your family had a perfectly fine religion. You were raised Jewish. Dad, tell me anything specific about being Jewish. There's a million things. You go to the temple with the special hat, the falafel fluting. Oh, the falafel fluting. Are you...
The reason why is, and it's funny, this particular Morty, which is the girl, is starting to realize that he's Morty, and that's why he putting on his old clothes. But the dad of the girl doesn't realize that, which is he's also Morty. It's funny as hell. But the dad doesn't realize it. But the reason why the dad can't say anything about being Jew, even though he was raised, she was raised Jewish, he doesn't know anything about being Jewish. Because he's actually Morty, and Morty's not Jewish, so he doesn't know a damn thing about being Jewish. So, but he doesn't know that he doesn't know. Yo, Mean, did you see my comments in your last stream? No, I don't remember.
Gibberish because we're a 14-year-old boy who was raised non-denominational Christian and we're in a video game. I don't need to hear this, Schmortenhaven. Let me ask you this,
Schmortenhaven.
Little Miss video game character. If you're not my daughter, why stand in my house spouting this shakafka? Why even live here? Good question.
He making up words.
My daughter, 1/5 billionth of a kid trapped in a video game. Yeah, that and a college degree will pay the rent.
At least we know which Morty's gonna be the one that remembers.
Is the location of your safe?
We exchange tokens for digital currency. We don't have a safe.
Correction. What you don't have is a head. Is this a weapon or a medical tool? Why would you give me a gun with a laser that thin? Did you hear me tell him he wouldn't have a head? He's dead, isn't he? People die in surgery.
He dead, isn't he? He said he dead, isn't he?
Check the hostages. Nobody else here is doing a die hard.
They He said, make sure nobody's doing a die hard. Rick told Summer to do a die hard. I don't know if y'all seen Die Hard, the movie. It was a Christmas movie where the guy, where these people take over this building and Bruce Willis has to take them out. They didn't account for a father during Christmas, and he's taking everybody out, like going through the air vents and stuff like that and shooting them and stuff like that. They didn't account for that. It looks like other Mortys is actually figuring out that they're Morty because they're all starting to dress like Morty. Like the kids. I don't know if it's the older people. I think it's just the kids.
Oh, hello. My name is Morty. I'm a 14-year-old boy in a video game. Yeah, look, I feel like every time I explain this, I lose followers, but this isn't a religion. And while I do have a message from a world beyond this one, and I do need the entire world to hear my message, what I do not need is any more songs about it. Not in this genre. I'm an old school hip-hop man. And no, that's not an invitation for you to try it, because I'm just going to say it. We're missing the mark on diversity.
Oh, man. So it's confirmed Rick is old school hip-hop head. Okay, I like that. I meant in the live chat, I forgot what I said, and Die Hard was good. No, I don't remember. I may have, but I don't remember.
You're all under arrest for being religious the wrong way. It's not a religion. You know what? Just shoot.
They're all under arrest for being religious the wrong way. And that's actually the funny thing about that is that actually happens in real life. They just don't say it that way.
You think your God makes you bulletproof? There isn't even a God in the real world, you fragmented cunts. There's extra no God in here. You know what, hippie? Talking like that is why you're getting shot. If you kill him, the game ends and we all die. Get down, lady. I'm not a lady, and you're not a soldier. We're one person split into a lot of little pieces. You feel me, dog? You're not gonna hurt me. You're me. My name is Kevin. I'm a Marine. I'm 30. I'm a little racist, but my best friend is an immigrant that translated for me in a generic overseas war. That's not true. We're 14. We like pizza and masturbation. We wear a yellow shirt and we have hair that looks like a brown helmet. And we miss our family. And we're in
looks like a brown helmet.
Why does this always happen, man? I know, right? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Come here. Oh, jeez. Come here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Who is that? Her video game name is Marta. Okay, see, this I can work with.
Sneak around, crawl in some vents, do a die hard.
Looks like a brown helmet. Do a die hard. She's actually doing it. She's doing the die hard.
Disgusting. Actually, it tastes really good. Oh my God, it's disgusting, but it tastes good.
Frank, have you found it? Report.
Oh, walkie-talkie. That's Die Hard. Don't have to see it to know that.
This is John's. I repeat, have you
This is
found
exactly like the movie.
Walkie-talkie. I got your walkie-talkie, bitch.
Are you doing a die hard?
Maybe. Are you also?
Here come the...
And my associate, Frank.
Your associate Frank is definitely not doing a
He says, "Are you doing the Die Hard?" She said, "Yes." Are you? He's doing the Die Hard, but he's doing the villain Die Hard from the movie. And she's already opening the vent to go in the vent like the guy, like Bruce Willis did in the movies.
Die Hard. You might even say he's doing a die easy because I killed him and it wasn't difficult.
Calm yourself, Winslow. Winslow!
Yo, hold on. The dude, I don't know if y'all caught this. The guy said, "Calm yourself, Winslow." Winslow, like, what's the name? Winslow. What's the father name? From Family Matters. Carl Winslow, right? Carl Winslow is in Die Hard, the movie. He plays a cop. When they did a spin-off of another show to make Family Matters, right? And they cast him as the father who really was playing a character from Die Hard. Him being a cop was because he played a cop in Die Hard. So when he said Winslow, they were referring to Die Hard. So there's another Die Hard reference in there. Just in case y'all didn't catch that.
It's not every day one meets a fellow die-hard enthusiast, Miss...
Call me Die Hard.
Okay, die-hard.
She's not even a Die Hard
What do you know
enthusiast.
about die-hard?
What do you care? You writing a book about Die Hard?
As a matter of fact, I've written several.
Every sentient civilization across the galaxy eventually develops the same myth.
In Centauri,
This is funny. Apparently, Die Hard didn't start on Earth. There's always a Die Hard everywhere. At some point, somebody's gonna make a movie or something like that called Die Hard. I don't know if it's called Die Hard, but it's whatever.
it's known as Tower Man. The Oranese.
Oh, yeah.
Thorn.
See, there you go. He says Thornburg cycle. Okay, so different places got different names for it, but everybody eventually makes a movie or something like that, like Die Hard.
Cycle. And in Andromeda, it's called Foolish to Have Imagined You'd Be Able to Kill.
All of them what we call die hard.
The difference being that cultures like mine are aware of its importance, whereas I'm starting to doubt it.
You can even recall a single line.
Walkie-talkie Die Hard, motherfucker.
Not so long ago, grandsonism was being dismissed as a doomsday cult. But since the majority of the world decided, hey, you know what? We like jerking off and playing video games, and our sisters out there fighting terrorists, major strides have been made. The world is united because the world is one 14-year-old boy, Morty. But where's it all coming from?
They all
Some
wearing the
say
same
grandsonism's
clothes
leader,
now.
Roy has a secret base somewhere in these mountains. I couldn't find it, so I'm standing in the general area with a microphone. For Good Enough News, I'm Tony.
I was like, man, the voice sound familiar because they all got Morty's voice, all of them.
There she is, my right-hand Morty. Not enough spaceships? Not yet. I
My
figure
right-hand
5 more years
Morty.
of game time before I can take the whole fake population into fake outer space.
What do we do in outer space?
Nothing. It's fake. We keep going. The game's map has edges, but the game's engine will let us go past them. That will force the game to reset. But first, it'll kick us out, which Morty should survive. I mean, whatever amount of Morty we have on board. So if you don't have 5 billion handkerchiefs soaked in chloroform, I hope you...
He said Morty should survive. Should. Meaning he might die. But then he also says that the only ones on board would be the ones that don't die. Meaning part of Morty is going to be erased in the Matrix.
You can keep flipping idiots to our cause.
They're not idiots, Grandpa. They're me.
Ha! You'll know how funny that is when we get back. By the way, I had your genius of a father picked up. He's over there.
What? Why?
I thought you'd be grateful and less distracted than if I let him die. He's been in real bad shape since he lost his wife.
My mom?
You're not at all real mom. A mom in a video game, occupied by a tiny fraction of yourself. A fraction of yourself which is now dead forever, and fractions add up, so I had your dad brought here. You're welcome, you heartless monster.
Martha, it's me, Dad. I converted for you. My name is
I
Morty.
converted.
So is yours, and there's no conversion. We're both Morty. It's a fact. Sure, honey. Anything you say. I don't want to fight. I'm proud of you. Are you mad at me because before you became the world's most powerful woman, I shamed you for your haircut and called you a slutty, jobless hobo?
The world's most powerful woman. You know what's funny? Like, wouldn't that piss you off if you knew that the person that was arguing against you and you knew what was going on, but the person that kept like arguing against you was you. You'd be like, yo, I'm an idiot. Like, what the fuck? God damn, why am I really that hard-headed? You know what I mean? That's kind of funny.
If I were you, I'd be a little mad about that. You are me, and why would I be mad at myself? Good point. Is there anything to eat around here? There's a kitchenette in the break room. Oh, a kitchenette, you say? Such red carpet treatment. Excuse me? Thank you, I love it. We're all part of Morty. Some of us more important parts than others. Man, the part of me that's my father is a
That's also going to be funny when we get back.
Next time you try to do a Die Hard, don't hide under a long table like the guy from Die Hard.
Next time you try to do a Die Hard, don't hide under the long table like the guy from Die Hard. They're going extra hard with Die Hard stuff to the point it's just funny. I mean, it just makes it more funny how hard they're leaning into it. And it's just like they're just blatant with it. It's not like it's like subtle or they're doing it and you could tell it's there, but and it's blatant, but they're not saying it. They're actually constantly saying it.
I thought you said she doesn't know how to do a Die Hard. She doesn't. She's killing us off one by one.
What do you expect her to do? Buy us each an ice cream 2 by 2? She's improvising, which is how she's going to fall right into our trap. I'm going to wander the arcade unarmed, and when she comes across me, I'll pretend to be a hostage. And because she hasn't seen Die Hard, instead of handing me an unloaded gun, she'll hand me a...
Die hard, die hard, die hard!
What the hell was that?
Die hard, die hard!
You can't just keep yelling Die Hard into a walkie-talkie. She threw a walkie-talkie away.
Since she hasn't seen Die Hard,
which makes her
the ultimate McClane.
Forget everything you know about Die Hard.
And just go.
McClane is the guy that the character from Die Hard, the one that was killing everybody. He said since she hasn't seen Die Hard, she won't know to hand me an empty gun. She'll hand me a loaded gun so I can kill her.
Shoot that bitch.
Shoot
that bitch. Half the country hangs on your every word. Heck, most of the world. You're like kind of a pope, I reckon.
I'm not a pope because it's not a religion. We're literally in a video game.
I've heard the message, Roy. You're not on the clock here. So you want every single person on a spaceship, but you got a bunch of holdouts. Maybe people that prefer their leaders a little more elected?
Right, your voters. People that like being told what to do but don't like admitting it.
You're not sure I'd put it that way.
I'm sure you'd put it a stupid way. I told you this was a waste of time. I've got 92% of you ready to vamoose. We're not going to get to the rest by making deals with parasites.
Mr. President, Roy is Rick. He's not us. You and I, we're Morty. Is that really so hard to believe? Kid, I've known it and I've believed it longer than you have. We both became video game characters at the same moment, but I knew the truth before you dropped your skateboard and went to your first cult meeting. How do you think a guy becomes a president in this game, honey? By not paying attention? Sorry to call you honey. I know we're both parts of a 14-year-old boy, but my part's old-fashioned and vaguely southern. I'm confused. If you know Rick is real, why hold out? Because he's a rude, entitled. He's here to save us. He could have left the game and
that's the part of that's
50 years. 50 years. It's what, a couple hours to him? He refuses to leave without his grandson. But what's grandson mean to him? Sounds like it means butler. Someone to help Summer with her Die Hard, whatever that means. I'll tell you what it doesn't mean. Fly fishing, a hug, a little appreciation for what is clearly a pretty decent kid. At least the 8% of them that makes up the decent half of the greatest goddamn nation on the planet. We're not a person to him yet. We're not Morty yet. We're divided. We're divided because some of us don't trust the guy. What happens to that part of us when we're all back together? One Morty indivisible, under a cranky old bag of dicks, a man you can lock in a box.
That's part of Morty that does not like Rick. That's what it is. Okay. Also, they've been in the game for 50 years. God damn, I didn't know that. So for Rick, it seemed like 50 years. For Morty, it didn't because, well, for Summer Morty, it was 50 years. For Summer Morty, it was 14 years, whatever. Okay, this show seems funny, but I won't be able to get all the references, though. Me either. I don't get them all.
5 billion pieces of his own goddamn flesh and blood for 50 goddamn simulated years and never hear him say, I love you? Sorry, pumpkin tits. That dog don't hunt.
Pumpkin tits.
Well, want some heroin? It's a video game, might as well.
It's a video game, might as well. Like it ain't real heroin.
I can finally get out of these clothes. I don't don't have nearly enough pockets. And it'll be nice to have my own dick back.
You're fine leaving 8% of me to die?
It's not your finest 8%, Morty. And 8% of anything is expendable. 8% of pizza is crust. 8% of the Snyder Cut was Batman dreaming.
I don't know what that reference is. We're in a video game.
Not for long, baby.
I'm not leaving without all of me.
What? Oh no, let me crunch these numbers. 8% of 5 billion plus one person. My God, if you stay, it changes nothing. Bye.
She's not going. I don't think my country wants to go.
Who invited you to chime in, monitor?
Oh,
baby?
shut.
Give me a monitor if my opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion isn't allowed to matter for the rest of us. We're all Morty. How many chunks of us are we supposed to give up? Look, I don't know about you, but I was already taking a big leap of faith here. We're basically giving up our lives to become a tiny part of a stranger. These lives aren't real. Yeah, but they're longer.
What? Suicide by summit?
He said these lives aren't real. He said, yeah, but they longer. They're longer. We had a long, good life. I could live. Some of them is ready to just like, fuck it. Man, I'll just live my life right here in the Matrix. You know what I mean? I can get a full, like, because even though they're in the video game and they know it's not real or whatever, within the next couple seconds, it'll feel like they've been in that game a whole entire lifetime. Yeah, but you know what's weird? I would, if I was Rick, I'd have been like, okay, y'all gonna be screwing yourselves for the rest of it, and then some of them gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't care. That's what's gonna happen. Some of them gonna say, I don't care. Yep, yeah, I'm gonna screw. It's gonna be Morty screwing Morty and having babies with Morty. That's cool, but they don't even look like Morty, so they know that they're the same person, but they don't look the same. You know what I mean? So I guess they won't. They probably don't even mind.
Everyone stop! Rick, I'll get every single part of me to get on every ship and go with you.
Good.
But you have to tell us you love us. At this point, even if he said it, what's with the pause? Screw you! Wait for it! Holy war! Holy
He said, "What?" That's what caught me when he paused. He just sat there. It was like, we know Rick loves Morty, even though that's not his real grandson. Because technically he kind of is his real grandson, but he's not, because genetically they're exactly, you know, that would be his grandson. He has the same genes his grandson would have. Also, he raised him. Second of all, there was a couple times he risked his life for him. You know what I mean? So we know Rick loves Morty, but he ain't gonna admit it though.
Sandinistas claimed the 7 new cities today, while the state Republican Contra-Surgent Confederation of Dedication to Video Game Reality invaded the territories of Morty.
Yo, they killing each other off.
Morty and we Morty all. In the end, what does it matter? Everyone's Morty. Nobody wants to die, and that's a hell of a reason to kill yourself, but what can we do? Oh, geez.
They should have just left that 8%. Now they killing off each other.
No, you're my grandson and none of this is real. What are you trying to achieve? You're only hurting yourself.
The only reason any of us matter is we're pieces of Morty. You taught us that, Rick. But you also taught us you don't care about Morty.
Here's how much I care. If you don't stop blowing up my flying saucers, I will exterminate every last one of you. Anything it takes. What do I have to say? I love and respect you, okay?
Too late for talk, Rick.
A
robot, of course.
I'm not gonna risk dying, because if I die in the game, you go brain dead. You're welcome.
Better to die in Roy than to serve in hell.
What about Summer? Do you not care about her? We gotta get back, Morty. We gotta help
He
her.
said die in Roy. Is that the same game they played from a few seasons back when I think Morty played it first, and then Rick got on it, and then everybody started walking around. They said, oh my God, he's taking Roy off grid. I think it was Roy. I think that was the name. He's like, he's going off grid. They was like, oh my God. They was watching Rick play the game. I think that they probably in the same game.
What? Wherever she is, I'm sure she's doing fine without your help.
Oof, jinx anyone?
Should we finish the job? Blow the place? No, this can't end. Not like this. Do you think I jinxed her?
Morty got old.
Why aren't you shooting higher? I don't want to shoot the glass because you don't have to not do things that were done in Die Hard. You can shoot the glass. Shoot the glass. Throw grenades. Do everything. Just kill her.
Don't do a Die Hard.
you here, Miss Diehard? I want to know why you don't just leave.
Diehard.
Wait.
Shh. Spaceship, and then what? Then we help your sister do her Die Hard.
Oh, they got Rick and Morty.
Too much. It's too much. Oh, sorry. I've got a special guest with me, Miss Diehard. Or should I call you this guy's sister?
This guy's sister. He got older again.
Hello, dear.
Ew. Ew. Morty had a kid with somebody, right? It says mom. So he had a daughter during the time that he rebelled against Rick, right? But he knows that everybody in that game is Morty. So he had sex with himself to create another version of himself. But I wonder, if he could do this, does he create another portion of himself? And when a portion of himself dies, that's gone forever. That's what they said. So this new baby that he just had, where does that come from? You know what I mean? Like, does he create a new portion of himself? I'm guessing that's what that is. Okay, I remember now I said something about the struggle is real. I think because Tuesday I worked. Yeah. You did say that. The other thing I mentioned was I stopped my Jehovah's Witness studies again. I skipped 2 meetings last week and 1 this week. And I was supposed to have a Bible study with one of the guys from Kingdom's Hall. Do you really want to be Jehovah's Witness or not? That's what it comes down to. If you really want to do it, like if you really truly believe it, then do it. But if you're doing it because you think you're going to get some women or whatever like that, or you're looking for a relationship, or you want to start a family, don't do it for that reason. If you don't really believe in it, and you're on top of that, you're lazy about it, you're not showing, don't even do it. If you're going to do it, do it. And if you're not going to do it, don't. And as far as the girls go, I'm not going to tell you no more. You already know what I'm going to say that you need to do.
Side. What? Why? I want to live in the real world with Roy. I want to help Summer with her Die Hard. His name is Rick, and we have no
With her
way of
Die
knowing if
Hard.
your generation is actually part of Morty. Do you know how offensive that is? It's parenting like this that pushed me into
Roy is Rick.
Die Hard.
Wait, Roy is Rick. Who was the guy? Let me see. Was it Dave? Wait, hold on. Rick and Morty video game. Hold on. Off grid. Hold on. Yeah, no, it is Roy. It says taking Roy off the grid. So Rick was Roy. Roy is Rick. Rick is Roy, but the video game is Roy too. But Rick, I guess Rick is the main character for the. I think Rick is the main character, Roy, from the video game, and Morty became the NPCs in the game.
Rick, and we have no way of knowing if your generation is actually part of Morty. Do you know how offensive?
See, that's what I was saying. I'm happy that they actually discussed that. He said, we don't know if your generation is actually part of Morty. She might be a Morty. She got Morty's voice, but she could just be an NPC. She might not even be real. The first generation was definitely Morty's, but they don't know if this generation is Morty. I didn't even think about that. I didn't know what was going on.
So that is, it's parenting like this that pushed me into religious radicalism. Bye. It's not a religion, but okay.
They should have just left on those
safe
ships.
Out here. Also, it's time.
It's time. Larry.
Are we going on the spaceship now?
The dad about to die.
Are you lying? You kind of said it with that tone in your voice that we use for dying people. I won't lie to you. You're dying, Dad. And we're not leaving the video game. We're gonna live our lives out here. What? Why the Why? It's more real here. The hell it is? My liver hurts. I'm old here. I want to be a teenage boy. I want to jump around and do homework and jerk off all over the place. But Dad, we would have been one tiny part of that. In here, we get to be who we really are. Yeah, great. dead. I get to be a dead father. Who do I make the-
Dead. That's what I get to be,
Who do
dead.
Don't talk, Dad. Gotta finish my singer. You don't.
I gotta finish my zinger.
Who do I make the check out to? Best daughter ever? Incorporated.
Nah, he dead. He dead. So that part of Morty's dead and gone forever. The old me's dead and gone. Dead and
I thought you
gone.
would have left by now.
I was hoping to get at least half of you home. I can't hold out much longer. I'm pretty much beating my heart voluntarily at this point. Okay, this is a little
They could have
awkward,
left
but the time
8%.
dilation has given me a chance to reflect.
Now they about to leave half of
I
them.
gotta say,
There's no need for that. I've come to tell you, I'm giving the go-ahead. All of Morty will leave with you to the real world to be your grandson. May we help Summer do her Die Hard.
I gotta say, I was not expecting that. Why the change of heart?
My people are staying only out of loyalty to me. I'm a relic. I don't represent them anymore.
You really are a good grandson. You know that? I'm proud of you, Morty.
Please, call me Marta. That's my video game name. Speaking of which, I do have one condition.
I must say I admire you, Miss Die Hard.
Help
You
her
are a
with her Die
genuine
Hard.
McLean, a most worthy Yankee Doodle ruffian. But now it's all come to an end.
Oh, he got her.
And the quarterback, as they say, is toast. I don't suppose you have a gun taped to your back?
What the hell does that mean?
It's how Die Hard ends. Doesn't matter now.
Ever takes a gun to his back? That's the end of
He said, I don't suppose you have a gun taped to your back. Why would I have that? That's how he did in Die Hard.
your perfect movie that you've patterned your whole criminal life after?
Well, it seems to have worked out pretty well for me, since you're the one about to die. What was it you said? Ah, yes. Walkie-talkie Die Hard. Mother. Why are you laughing?
She has a gun taped to her back.
The way you said motherfucker, just laughing.
Okay, it's just that.
Oh, does that happen in Die Hard? Does John McClane laugh and then Hans Gruber is confused, but then they start laughing together for a
That
second?
actually does happen, yes. Wait, you knew the
She know Die Hard.
Not this whole time.
She was watching Die Hard while she was doing the Die Hard. That's what I'm guessing. I just want to pull back to see if she revealed she knows. So if she knows, she didn't know before, which threw them off. So that's why it was hard for them to keep up with her. And now they're calculating for her not knowing certain things, but now she does know it. So now she's going to hit him with a reverse card. Like this, it's like she's playing Uno.
That happen in Die Hard? Does John McClane laugh and then Hans Gruber is confused, but then they start laughing together for a
That
second?
actually does happen, yes. Wait, you knew their names this whole time?
Not this whole time, no. You left your book in the bathroom. I read it while I took a shit.
Oh, it's a book.
Mostly the ending.
Oh, she read the ending to figure out how to beat him. She got the gun taped to her back. Oh, shucks.
Do, baby!
They got him.
Nice timing, Grandpa Rick.
Dr. Us, Alicia.
Hi, remember me? You shot me on that table, and the near-death experience got me reflecting. I didn't used to be like this. I ate a kid. It was dark, and I thought he was a grown-up. Ever since then, I haven't eaten anybody at all. I think I was channeling all that pent-up
thought he was a
eating
grown-up.
energy into this job, but now...
So their species eats they're cannibals that eat their species is cannibals that eat their own kind. Well, that's cannibals. Their species is cannibals, but they don't eat kids or something specifically. You can't eat kids. This is weird. They got a giant mouth on his stomach and a giant mouth opened up. Because I was wondering, how you eat an adult? So he ate a kid by accident, and that turned him into a bad person. This is weird as hell.
Thank you for freeing me.
classic Tower Man. Almost 2 on the nose, right, Morty?
Sure.
Tower
whatever
Man.
you say, Rick. You know best. I trust you.
Morty didn't even help with the Die Hard.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. Got them all out. Every last piece.
Nope.
What's with the jacked up Roy machine? Shouldn't you be taking that to repairs?
Nah, special order. Some rich douche wants his last game to keep running. Hooked it up to an external battery, we're just supposed to store it.
Wait.
Some rich dude wants to keep the game going. Rick is leaving the game going to let the other parts of Morty that didn't want to leave the game stay in the game and live out their lives. Huh.
Yeah, get this. The game's still going, but Roy's dead.
What?
Yeah, he's just a corpse floating at the edge out of space, but for some reason the game won't restart because it's centered on some old lady living a full life.
Sounds bad. Well, put it in there.
So that's Marta. Marta survived, which was she was the main Morty.
Hey, is anybody that wants this lady going to be able to...
Huh? Oh, yeah. Everything's cataloged and tracked. People got the wrong idea from the size of the space, but it's all supported digitally.
So I can put it anywhere. Here's fine.
It's as fine as anywhere else.
I was hearing that this season was going to be like really, like wasn't going to be episodic. It was going to be really story driven. That's what I heard. The first episode definitely was. This episode was good. Not as good as the first one. But this was not story driven. This was episodic again. It was good. Don't get it wrong. It's back to the old Rick and Morty. But I thought that this season, like every episode was going to be story driven. It's not. Like this episode wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was episodic. It's a self-contained episode. You don't have to watch Rick and Morty to get the episode. Not this one. I'm guessing maybe most of the episodes would be. That's what I was hearing. They were talking about how they was going to do a whole lot of stuff with what's his name, Prime Rick and stuff like that, and it was going to be story driven. Like we was going to progress, not just episodic stuff. And it wasn't. But this episode was actually really good. But they went hard. Like normally with comedies, you don't do it so blatant. They did it really blatant, which actually made it even funnier. Let me check this the comments out. Okay, but I skipped that and went, and when I tried calling my Bible study teacher back, he ignored my call and hasn't called me back yet. I guess he's mad. The only reason I was studying is because, look, he shouldn't get mad. He shouldn't get mad. So if he really trying to get you, is really trying to save you and turn you to God and all the other crap, then he shouldn't be mad. If you really want it, he should let you come. And if you don't. Let you show up whenever you feel like it. Don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? If you want this, come get it. If you don't, boom, oh well. But if I feel like you're not putting effort in it, I'm not gonna put much effort in it either. If you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. But if it's bothering him that much, then that's a problem. Okay. My uncle said if I don't be one, I will be destroyed. If I don't become a Jehovah's Witness, I will be destroyed and have everlasting life. You will be destroyed and have everlasting life, or won't have everlasting life. Okay. And I gotta give up stuff like video games. I'm not giving up no damn games. Fuck that. And he said no video games is more important than you having everlasting life. And he said the same thing for birthdays and celebrating holidays. Yeah, they're strict. So you say you won't have everlasting life if you don't become Jehovah's Witness. Look, that's what they're gonna tell you to get you to join, bruh. If you believe it, then you believe it. But that's what they're going to say to get you to join. Okay, and yeah, I'm too lazy to want to stay fully committed. If you're too lazy to stay fully committed, then you're not really committed. Because if you really wanted it that bad and you truly believe, like, yo, I'm going to hell if I don't do this, you're not going to procrastinate. You're going to do it. Okay, one of my ex-friends said, ex-friends. But yeah, one of my ex-friends said it's suspicious that my uncle said what my uncle said about having everlasting life. But what if it's real? Would you want to live forever, mean? First off, I don't believe it is real. Second of all, no, I would not want to live forever. But it depends on the type of life you're going to live. But I don't think I want to live forever. I damn sure would like to be in better condition and live longer than what most humans live. But I would say 400 years, 500 years, but in good condition. You know what I'm saying? If I get to a point where I need somebody to wipe my butt, then no, I just take me out. But 400 or 500 years, I think would be good. I'm not going to make it that long. But as far as the everlasting life, there's Jehovah's Witness is not the only religion. There's thousands of other religions saying other things. How do you know that they're not telling the truth? Or it's not real? You said, but what if it's real? What about the other one? Okay, if you do that one, there's another one that says that that's fake and that one's real, and you're going to get the punishment for not being one of them. So don't even worry about whether it's real or not, because it's too many of them that contradict that one. All right. Well, I've been on my studies on and off. I meant won't have everlasting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, you've been on your. Okay, if you're on and off, you pick. Do you really believe it or not? There's other religions that say you're going to go to hell for not believing what they believe. Jehovah's Witness ain't the only religion that says you're going to burn in hell or whatever is going to happen. You won't have everlasting life. You're going to get some type of punishment for not being Jehovah's Witness. There's plenty of religions that say you're going to be punished for not being one of them. And you're going to be rewarded for being one of them. That sounds like a tactic to me. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broken. You got the power to change that. Peace.